Good morning, Mrs. Steves and fellow classmates. Today I am going to be presenting my natural disaster oral. Introduction. The Chile earthquake and tsunami had happened on the 22nd of May at 11 minutes past 7 UTC, while some people were asleep or saying goodnight to their children. At that time, Chile got struck by one of the most fierce earthquakes that have ever been recorded. According to the Richter scale, it measured 9.5, and the amount of power from the earthquake caused an enormous tsunami as well. Impact of the disaster. During that 9.5 disastrous earthquake and tsunami, thousands of men, women, and children died. Many were also left homeless. The approximate calculation of deaths and everything that had happened were 1,655 killed, 3,000 injured from falling buildings, and 2 million families left homeless after that dangerous earthquake tsunami. Chile had an enormous financial crisis after the earthquake because, according to Chile, they had $550 million of property damage. Disaster prevention. After that terrible disaster, the Chile people were in tears after their houses were destroyed and some of their relatives that had been killed in the natural disaster. It had said that on May 24, the volcano Puey erupted, sending ash and steam as high as 6,000 meters. The eruption carried on for weeks. This quake was preceded by four foreshocks bigger than 7.0, including a magnitude of 7.9, on May 21 in the Concepcion area. Many structures have been built to be earthquake resistant and to resist the series of strong foreshocks. Interesting facts. Severe damage from the shaking occurred in the Valdivia Prieto Monte area. Most of the casualties and much of the damage was because of the large tsunamis which caused damage along the coast of Chile from Lebu to Puerto Azen and in many areas of the Pacific Ocean. Puerto Saavedra was completely destroyed by waves which reached heights of 11.5 meters and carried remains of houses inland as much as 3 kilometers. Note that the tsunami deaths from outside of Chile are included to be 1,655 in total. This is still considerably fewer than the people of Chile thought. There were only 61 deaths exact in Chile itself. I think Chile and all cities around Chile had no hope that day, because if you lived along the coast, you would be struck by 11.5-meter waves that will take out anything in its way. And if you lived inland of your country, you would be hit by a fierce 9.5 earthquake. Thank you, Mrs. Steves and class, for listening to my oral.